Well, as if the Bulls season couldn't get any worse, I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. I used to always joke with people, and I would say I'm not a conspiracy theorist whenever someone would come to me and tell me that this franchise is cursed. But I'm thinking more and more now, well, maybe they have a point. I do kid though, I don't believe in that kind of thing. I'm not a superstitious person, but not only did the Bulls just come off their worst loss of the season, but now we learn that Zach Lavine enters the COVID protocol, which likely means he's going to miss a few games. We don't quite know how many games yet for sure, or the details on it, whether he actually tested positive for the virus or it's due to contact tracing, or maybe it was an inconclusive test. We don't know yet, and hopefully he'll be able to get back onto the court soon, because as much as I critique Zach Lavine, he is still our best player. To make matters worse, we always talk about how the Bulls haven't had time to practice because the games have been scheduled so closely together. They've been on a very long and extensive road trip. Well, they had to call off today's practice due to the protocol. And of course, based on the Bulls' recent performance, I would say that they absolutely need a practice. So to have this canceled on a day when they're at home just makes it even worse. But with Lavine being out for an unknown amount of time, that's never going to be good for a team that is already struggling. My hope is that this will be a similar situation to Coby White, who did actually fall into the protocol a few weeks ago, I believe it was, and he ended up only missing 1 or 2 games because of it, and it was due to an inconclusive COVID test. So most people were expecting at that time that he would miss 1 to 2 weeks, but then ended up only missing a couple of days. Hopefully that will also be the case for Zach Lavine, but with the Bulls' luck right now, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to need to miss a good chunk of these final 18 games of the season. Of course, the Bulls do play tomorrow against the Grizzlies yet again, unless, of course, the game gets postponed. If maybe more guys fall into the protocol after Zach does, we'll have to wait and see on that. In a way, I kind of almost hope that the game does get postponed just so the Bulls can take a few days off, regroup, and get their act together. This likely will open up some opportunities, though, for other guys like Lauri, Markkanen, Coby White, even Troy Brown Jr. I'm curious to see how Donovan is going to structure the starting lineup with Lavine being out. It's possible that he puts Coby at the 2, which Coby actually plays decently well at that position, so I'm sure that will make all of the Coby future Hall of Famer fans happy about that. Otherwise, he might start Troy Brown Jr. at shooting guard, or maybe even go with a big ball lineup and bring Markkanen in at the 3. We did see him do that before. Move Patrick Williams to the 4 and put Thad back onto the bench. I honestly have no idea. I was actually thinking I'll probably need to do another video on Billy Donovan and how he needs to structure his lineups, and that was before the most recent news on Lavine, so it complicates things a bit. Now, I won't like this, but the other thing that Donovan could potentially do is go with putting someone like Valentine at the 2, which, I don't know, it's whatever at this point, because he's so inconsistent that maybe he'll end up doing incredibly well in the starting lineup and provide some playmaking as a 2 guard, who knows at this point. Or maybe, this will somehow miraculously be good for the Bulls. Maybe they'll learn not to rely on Lavine so much. They'll start playing together like a team, maybe start hustling on defense. One could dream, right? Anyway, I know this is a short video. I just wanted to get my initial thoughts out on this. I actually had another video planned to upload this afternoon, but with the news of Lavine entering into the protocol, and for me, I just almost found it funny how timely it was, as if the Bulls could not hit a new bottom in terms of their team morale any further. So anyway, hang in there, Bulls fans. I know it's tough, but who knows? Maybe this increases our chances of getting the top 4 pick that is protected. I would say it's unlikely, because the Bulls have won too many games this season to really give them the best odds at those top 4 picks. And as we all know, with the NBA draft lottery, nothing is guaranteed. Even finishing with the worst record in the NBA, you are not guaranteed a top 4 pick. Even the worst team in the league could fall all the way to number 5, but that's actually the lowest that they could fall. My hope is that regardless of Lavine being out, whether it's 1 game or 10 games, the guys play hard, take it as an opportunity, that they're not going to quit and keep fighting. But you never know with these guys based on the last games that we've seen. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you're a Bulls fan, as I do post daily Bulls content. Thanks again, as always, for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one.